everybody, I have a process video today for my How to Kill a Kit with Style April kit. The picture I was showing you there is of my husband. Two pictures he's in, and it's my husband. We were at a carriage house that we rented in Savannah, Georgia. Right there you see the sketch I'm going to be using for my layout. It's just one that I found randomly on Pinterest, and I have it pinned to my Pinterest board. Go ahead and take a look at my sketches if you would like that I've pinned there. There's just a ton, and the board is called Scrap. I know, big deal. All right, so the picture is my husband standing in the doorway of the carriage house in Savannah. He had to duck down through the doorways, and he's only 6'2", so the doorways are really, really short. And the picture on the right is the little tiny courtyard that is in the center of these carriage houses that were behind the fancy houses in Savannah. So you're going to see me here try to situate and kind of get grounded to figure out what I'm really wanting to work with on this layout. The desk that you see that I'm using, it's a newer configuration in my room. I love it. It's this gray laminate surface on it, so if I get anything on it, it just comes right off. I'm not worrying about messing up backgrounds or anything like that. It's a war era desk that was a throwaway desk that I rescued. Aren't I kind? So the pattern paper that I am cutting, I'm cutting it fairly true to the sketch so far. I usually use sketches as just a jumping off point, not necessarily what I'm going to do the entire time. But I was chatting with a bunch of my girlfriends. We've been doing this on Sundays where we all get together and just video chat. So I think I needed just a little bit of extra inspiration because I was having too much fun with all of my friends from around the US and around the world. We were all just chatting away. So the collection I'm using is absolutely beautiful. I based my kit off of a Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit. So this is a newer collection I'm using. It's beautiful, it's nice and bright, and it's travel themed, but you could actually use it for almost anything. I mean, the word dreamer that I saw there 1 second ago, and hello, and enjoy, you can use that for almost anything. I mean, I could have a travel page for exploring my backyard and be happy. But we were actually traveling. We were in Savannah, Georgia for our 25th wedding anniversary. And we did rent this carriage house. It was a VRBO kind of thing. And it was a great experience. We ended up liking it so much more than the regular kind of hotel stay. To kind of have our own little historical place. We were right by Forsyth Park. And I think we were maybe a block from Forsyth. So it was really nice to be embedded into a neighborhood, but be around all the kind of stuff that you want to see as well. Anyway, so you saw there through the magic of film that I did fussy cut out all of those globes that kind of matches that left side design that was in the sketch. And somehow this day I lost my T-square ruler. So I'm using this vintage cutting mat to kind of line things up, and I know it looks weird. Since then, Amazon has brought me 2 new ones, so you won't see me struggling along with this ruler kind of guide piece. But, you know, we have to do what we have to do. I'm sure that the moment I go back in my scrap room, now that I have the 2 new rulers, the other one will just be sitting on my desk. I don't know what happened. So it's a tiny bit painstaking, you watching me do these little globy things. But I really like the way they looked when they were cut out. They're really cute, and the punch of color is just, it's spot on. These are the colors I would scrap with every day if I could. Absolutely beautiful. So what else can I tell you? So we were there in Savannah for I think 4.5 days. You know, we went to all the different parks. We went to just the most fantastic Cuban restaurant that we found off the beaten path there. Absolutely loved it. We did Hilton Head. We ended up at a resort for a day at Hilton Head. That was beautiful. Tybee Island. We did all the kind of things that you do that exhaust you on your vacation. before you come home and need a serious vacation from your vacation. And this is where I absolutely learned that I must have my T-square ruler. I cannot handle life of scrapbooking without it. And is it Shamel that says you shouldn't use a ruler because you'll train your eye if you don't? But I think my eyes don't work because I'm not very good at lining things up without it. They're a little wonky, and I know it really doesn't matter because I scrapbook just for myself. I don't scrapbook for others, but for me, for some reason, I really need it. So you're going to see me Frankenstein a little bit with the fun foam, unfun foam, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and I did sew down the globes. I thought they needed just a little something to ground them, and I happen to have navy blue thread in my sewing machine. So this was, big exciting moment. And just a little something. It kind of felt like it weighted them down just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and I always have a roll of washi tape that I don't absolutely love to use on my desk for all kinds of things. I have one roll at a time so that I can try to actually use them up of just kind of washi tapes. So that is all taped down, and it is, I don't know, I was pretty excited about it. And here you're going to see that I'm going to go ahead and Frankenstein some fun foam on the back of the double photo that I chose to use. I wanted just a little tiny bit of lift with it. I have mostly flat embellishments that I got in this kit, so I need just a little tiny bit of oomph. I do occasionally use my little cute, I think that's by Elmer's, I don't know, little handheld tape runner. I pick those up at Tuesday morning when I see them, just for little tiny bits. I absolutely love my ATG, but I know it's like this big honkin' gigantic thing. I decided I wanted to use one more little globe as an embellishment on the photo side, so that's what I'm doing there. Sorry you can't see it, but I'm just fussy cutting out yet another globe. You would think that I have enough, but apparently not. I'm gonna put one more on. So that'll be on that side. What else do you get to see here? If I would just stop chatting and get to it, you would see this layout finish up. So I'm going through the little die cuts, and I have the sticker sheet as well for this, and I'm seeing what might work. I really liked that little patio table for this because there was like a tiny little sitting area out in the courtyard of our carriage house. And that little blue piece you see right there, that was like a cutoff from something I used on a previous layout. And it's just a little spot of color to have on my photo. Let's see, I did matte, you see there also that I matted my photos in the pink on pink tone. I have that cute little heart that has the little globe pattern on it, so I'm going to pop that up as well for a little bit of lift. And I'm trying at this point to use as much as I can of the last remaining little die cut pieces, because I am almost out of everything from, not everything, I'm almost out of the paper from this kit. I'm like down to the dregs of die cuts, so I don't even know if I have any left after doing this layout. I think I have some of the stickers left after doing this layout, but not much, because I loved them so much that they got used very, very quickly. Oh, sorry, you might hear somebody snoring in the background. I always try to quiet my pups down, but they are just loud little boys. And if I'm sitting doing a voiceover, then they're right up with me, wanting to hang out and being as loud as can be. What are you gonna do? So, do any of you guys video chat with your friends and do little scrapbooking crops, doing it that way? I've been having the most fun the last couple weeks scrapping with my girlfriends on Sunday. And it's not like we can get together. I mean, people like by plane are 5 hours away, or one of my friends is on another continent, so that would be really tricky to get together on a Sunday. So we've really been enjoying enjoying that kind of getting together stuff because where I live, I don't have a lot of people that scrapbook around me. So it's just kind of fun. Anyway, just wondered if anybody else does the same thing that we've been doing. We've been having a lot of fun. Oh, those are the alphas to the collection. I have used them a couple of times. There's not a ton of the alphas. So it's sad. They're going away very, very quickly. Although I do love to use supplies because I'll just get new supplies. So I believe I'm going to spell out Carriage House with supplies. I think carriage with that, but I don't think I can do house with the rest of the alphas left over. So I'll end up going into my stash, and there's like an indigo color of round thickers that I'll use for the word house. So my hand that went up there, I was like, oh wait 1 minute, I'm gonna go hunt them down. So you didn't see me go pause, but I had to go hunt for a couple sets of stickers that might work for the word house on this layout, and I do end up going with that indigo chipboard because they match perfectly the indigo color that is in this collection. So, oh, there's my ever so messy hair. Sorry about that. Every once in a while, my head will pop up and you will see oh yeah, there I am, going through all my stuff, seeing where I am, because I think I lost my sketch. Not that I really need one at this point. I just really like to have that little reference point when I'm scrapbooking. So chances are I was also texting my kids. We're in contact pretty much constantly. So seeing what they are doing. So at this point, I'm looking to see what else is in my collection to use. As you know, with any kind of chipboard, you have got to glue it down. And I'm using the new glue, oh gosh, I know the new Nuvo glue. And it's so great because it has a super fine tip nozzle on it. I mean, you can make a lot come out, but the nozzle makes it so you don't need a fine liner bottle. It's so great. But unfortunately, you do get a view of my hair repeatedly because I am kind of short and I can't see if I'm not right up in there. Anyway, so I'm using the edge of my photo as my guide to put the top chipboard up where it says carriage or carriage. And then the bottom, the little house word in indigo, I'm pretty much using that ruler guide to put my little letters down. I really wish that things that are called stickers were sticky. I mean, I've run into so much of the puffy stickers I have to glue down. I have to glue down with wet glue. Chipboard, I'm like, and I know that's like a total not problem, first world problem, but come on, you're a sticker. Be sticky. Anyway. So, what else do we have going on here now that I've lamented my trauma of having to actually glue product down? Oh, I'm showing you the thickers I'm using there, my nice little Tuesday morning thickers, and I didn't end up using those little foam ones because the indigo color is spot on, and I don't know how many collections I will have where I can use indigo round chipboard alphas. So I have that cute little Vespa looking moped there just because we were on the move so much on this trip. We were walking for miles and miles. So that's just my little, oh, you're so travel-y. And I do go ahead and use this little tiny piece here. It's a bit of a frame from a die cut that I had already used. I wanted to pop that on there because trying to use up my little bits. Why not? And I always like the idea of framing things in. And my title's plenty heavy on the bottom, so that is doing a great little cluster. Oh, you see there, I used up everything except for 3 little buttons that came in my kit that I had in that 4x6 or 5x7 container. I only had like 2 reds and a yellow little buttons left, I think, in there. So ever so proud of myself. I think in this kit, though, I got half the pack of ephemera / die cuts. So it's not like I did anything amazing, but I was ever so proud of myself. Anyway, so what I showed you there too is I ended up sewing across a couple little bits on that layout, just to bring a little bit more of the sewing in. And I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing there. I'm just trimming little strings and that kind of stuff. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, I'm sewing a bit on a top piece too where it says Wanderlust. I had my sewing machine on my pull-out shelf right to the right of me there, so that's why you can't see what I'm doing. Just putting a little bit of extra texture on there. Just for fun. Love the look of a little bit of thread. I don't pull the thread as much like a lot of designers do, but I do like where it looks like a sewn line for some reason. So cut my little bits there. My sewing machine's been giving me fits, so I'm having to glue the thread on a little bit and pretend that it sewed perfectly, which it absolutely did not. So this is a little bit more of my ugly washi stuff that I like to do. That's going on there. Let's see. So I'm almost done. I'm deciding, okay, what else do I have in here? These enamel puffy words and title pieces, oh, they are just beautiful. They're super rich and vibrant. You see that I did a nice job on the front. I've used a lot. I wish they had more like icon pieces in there. They have some hearts and stuff, but I wish they had more of the icon pieces. It's mostly words, so I can only get so many on each layout, but I absolutely love them. I think I end up grabbing some of the hearts out and using them on this because, yeah, I'm all about on the icons and tucking and adding just a little bit more texture on my layouts. So those are great though. If you're trying to decide what to buy from this collection, absolutely grab those because they have this nice little shine to them. And they have some nice dimension. You saw I put that pink and orange heart there. It's more of a tone on tone that I did on that upper left heart. So that is that. I feel like I'm racing through this. And I have no reason to race through it. I just haven't done a voiceover and love it. There's my 6x12 or 12x12 sticker sheet, however you'd like to phrase that. It's a little pink airplane travel sticker. I thought that was appropriate because we had to fly down to Savannah. We did rent a car when we were there. It was this little Kia. I don't even know what it was. And it half drove itself. It was the weirdest thing. Or I'm sure other people have been in cars like this, but like if you were going around a curve, it would read like the white lines like in the middle of the street, and it read the white line on the far right, and it would just kind of curve along and drive for you. It was the oddest sensation in that car. Anyway, never mind. We found that when we drove to Hilton Head. We're like, what is this car doing? It was very, very weird. Anyway, but it could sense if your hands were on the steering wheel. So it was a little bossy, that car of ours. Anyway, so it looks like I was just holding down a piece for a second with the bottom of my Nuvo glue bottle, the world's coolest glue. So at this point, I think I might be done. Oh, but wait, I add just a tiny bit more. I look into my my IKEA little kit box, and I was like, wait, I want to use these My Mind's Eye gold mirrored pieces that I had included in the kit because they add just a tiny bit more. Well, not a tiny. They add a really big punch. They're like a gold mirror finish, and you put a couple little bits of those on there, and it is so surprising how much they add to your page. So if I see those at Tuesday morning, I will definitely pick up another pack of them. I thought they were fantastic. I want to use them up though, just those last few little pieces. Those might be going into a May kit for all I know. So let's see. So I'm clearly trying to figure something out here. Sorry about that. Oh, you know what? I probably got logged off of my video chatting with my girlfriends, and I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm sorry that you are so lucky to see me fiddling with the my chatting. So, ladies and the assorted few gentlemen that watch, hello, Aiden. Um, are you guys putting together your own kits as well? Like, are you playing along with us on our Facebook group? I was just wondering about that because we have such a great time, and the people in this design team are so talented and sweet and kind. So try to go ahead and support their channels. You'll see their links below. You can go from one to the next and enjoy seeing the different kits that people make and how they do their thought processes for their layouts, and maybe get some inspiration for your own. You can always screenshot something you like and go back and use it later. I do that all the time. And some of the ladies with their mixed media and their sewing, I mean, they're just so talented. You see here that I'm using some of these really beautiful gems and pearls from Bo Bunny that I picked up at Tuesday Morning recently. Oh, and these little vellum words that you see there, they're yellow. Those were on a take table that I recently did. So that's it for me, ladies. And assorted gents. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye now.